AI is a threat. See, I don't want to use the word threat, but some people will view it as a threat if you have a very routine job.
What is the future of this kind of IT tech space? Is it going to fall off? Is AI going to take over it? I know you've discussed this before, but I'm just curious, just to kind of kick the legs out from under
Yeah.
anybody's
So a lot of
complaints.
people do hit me up, and surprisingly, a lot of people who know me from my other channel have come over here, and some of them are either were or are current students. So the message has hit. It has resonated with a few people here and there. It is resonating, and as far as tech and stuff, I mean, if people want to learn IT from me, that's great. Or if you want to learn a totally different skill set, HVAC, I mean, whatever, there's a plethora of things you can do online. But as far as tech is concerned, somebody had left a comment on my other Gen Z video talking about how us tech creators need to stop selling the idea of cybersecurity and these tech jobs ain't booming like that, and all these Indians coming from India taking all the jobs. And I started to make a video talking about that. I'm like, yes, the Indians, they are coming over here, but a lot of them are doing like database development type stuff, right? They're not necessarily doing a lot of cybersecurity stuff to that degree. But regardless of all that, there's always a need for IT. There's always a need because everything is online. All your medical records, education records, your social security number, bank accounts, all that crap is online. Like I was telling you about the guy at the IBM thing where he's trying to get people to get interested in managing mainframes that control all this data. This stuff isn't going anywhere. So it's just a matter of, do you want to learn it and make the most of it and go out there and seek opportunities and try to become a subject matter expert at it so that you can really maximize your earning potential in your specific lane within tech. So the opportunity is there. It's just a matter of, are you going to take advantage of it?
Let me ask you this real quick too, because I don't want to, obviously it's your stream, I don't want to keep you too long, but I'm just thinking about this myself. What would you say on a scale of, I don't know, 1 to 10, how hard is it, or the relative seeming difficulty for the average person, or who is even remotely tech savvy? Maybe they get on a computer and get into some of the, I don't know, privacy settings, some of the code kind of screens or whatever. How hard is it for the average person to kind of get into this stuff?
It's not hard at all. I deal with the so-called average people all the time. Like everybody that comes to my channel inquiring about signing up, most of them have no background in tech whatsoever, besides using a phone to watch YouTube or buy stuff off Amazon. The hardest part about learning this stuff is actually sitting down to learn it. Can you dedicate 30 minutes to an hour a day towards your studies of learning this stuff? That's the hardest part. At least the way I put my stuff together is written at like a 5th or 8th grade level. It's not college level reading that you have, comprehension skills that you have to have. It's just, can you sit down and dedicate time to learn it? And then those that go through like my advanced training course, these students have my cell phone number. They set up private time with me and on Saturdays or whatever, and I'll work with them one-on-one to help them comprehend and understand stuff. But even the students that do my self-study material, the material isn't on a college graduate level of understanding. It's something that my 10-year-old son could probably comprehend. Like that's how quote unquote elementary it's written. But the hard part is just learning the stuff, because once you learn the stuff and you go get a job, a lot of people think that, oh man, I'm just gonna be looking at slideshows all day for the rest of my IT career. No, you're not. This is quote unquote boot camp training. So you can learn the stuff, get certified, so you can qualify to apply for various jobs that say you have to have the cert. But once you get the job, you're not staring at slideshows all day or listening to lectures. You're actually doing your work, whatever the hell that may entail at your job. And then if you decide you want to go get a higher level cert, then you're gonna have to look at some slideshows. But that's the hard part. It's not beyond anybody's comprehension. For the average person, it's not beyond anybody's comprehension. It's just that a lot of people just don't want to study. They just don't want to learn it, because it's a lot of information to learn and comprehend. But if you learn it and comprehend it, you up the odds of you getting hired. And obviously the more specialized you get, you up the odds of you getting possibly paid more money at the same time.
Let me ask you this, because again, and this is kind of me rephrasing the same question, but I just want to drive this point home, because even myself doing the kind of work I do, I always think what could come about that displaces what I do, thinking into the future. How could I pivot?
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I read an article yesterday. Google the top 10 jobs that they say AI is going to displace. And guess what one of them was? Photography, which is in line with what you do. So just thought I'd throw that out there. You might be at risk as well, but go ahead.
Oh no, for sure. The AI tech is getting crazy. Yeah, the Sora AI. I've been looking at some apps where people are looking at making like short films with full blown AI, or things where they're kind of using video capture kind of stuff and tying it in and being able to, I mean, they have it now. Like you could scan a picture of your face and basically.
What is that program? There's this AI generating program that makes videos so damn realistic that some people are having a hard time telling if this is AI or not. Like, that stuff is already out there.
Oh, that might be the Sora AI.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think that's what it's called.
Sora is ridiculous. Yeah, no, I look at that kind of stuff. That's why, as of you know, within the past year, leaning more into like a specialized health and fitness kind of thing, where I hedge a bet that there is going to be a certain grouping of people who are going to want to deal with someone face to face. Where I was going with that question is this: thinking about certain like coding, Python script, certain stuff I've looked at and was like, whoa, that seems crazy. I think what you're doing is it's not dealing directly with coding or anything like that. Or let me know if I'm wrong. But I would say, if you know anything about that, is it possible that people are just thinking just off rip, this just seems like some insurmountable thing that's going to be way out there for me to learn? I'm just trying to see what you think about that. To maybe there's a way to communicate to people, hey, it's not as crazy as you think.
Yeah, no, it's not. So, I mean, there are aspects of coding that go on, but I teach a little bit of coding. I don't deal with like a full blown coding class because that's not the aim of it. Like I always tell people, IT, think of it like the medical industry. You got different types of doctors. You got your dentist, your pediatrics, your brain surgeon. And IT is the same way: cybersecurity, programmers, coders, database developers, yada, yada, yada. I mostly focus in the lane of networking, cybersecurity, and cloud. Mostly I teach mostly networking because that can funnel you off into cyber. That funnels a lot of people into cybersecurity and cloud because they all intricately work together with one another. But as far as the complexity is concerned, it's not complicated like that. Like I was saying, we're not learning calculus. As a matter of fact, we're not learning math at all for the most part. The biggest struggle is if I put a stick of RAM in front of you, can you tell me what the acronym RAM stands for and what is the purpose of the stick of RAM that goes in your computer? What is its main function? What is the main function of the GPU, the CPU? When I'm teaching this, the basic A+ class, we start getting into the networking class. All right, this is a router. This is a switch. This is what they do. All right, this is how you type in the basic commands of how to configure these things so your devices can communicate and you can enjoy the internet. Like, we're teaching stuff like that. It's not high level stuff. I mean, it's not low level stuff either, but it's not extremely high level stuff where you got to have a full blown master's degree to learn this stuff. I got people that barely graduated high school that are learning IT from me. But just to give people a preview, I got a free class on YouTube. My most popular video on this channel is called IT Fundamentals. It has over 300,000 views. This video is used as the coursework for various high schools and colleges. And I've had high school teachers, middle school teachers, and college professors reach out and tell me, or even their students tell me, they use my videos in their class. So that kind of gives you a preview of what you'll be learning as it relates to the career in tech that I focus on. And you'll see whether or not how complicated this stuff is or not. If you go read the comments on them videos, it's comment after comment after comment of people who were saying, man, I had no idea. I had no background in tech whatsoever. I'm a teenager, or I'm 50 plus years old. I passed just by watching this video, because you're not learning a foreign language. You're just being introduced to technology that you already see and interact with every day. Now we're just going a layer below it so we can, okay, let's learn about the inside of this thing and why you're able to pick up your phone and touch it with your finger and manipulate the objects on the screen. Like, wow, how is that possible? That's the type of stuff we're learning. So we're not learning calculus and all this crazy stuff. That's for free. And then also the newer version of that test is coming out. So for those of y'all who want to get it, I'm actually preparing that stuff now. And I'll probably start dropping videos for that probably within a week or two. And that'll be free as well. But like I say, that's how a lot of people come to my channel. They start by watching that video and then they go out there, take the test, pass it. And then once they pass it, that gives a lot of people enough confidence to be like, okay, I want to go pursue the next level. A+, Net Plus, Security Plus. I got somebody who just asked me today about learning CCNA from me, Cisco Certified Networking Associate. Some people ask me about teaching cloud courses and all that stuff. So
I might have to check it out myself on these days, because sorry, AI gonna come take my work, and I'm not happy about that, man.
Like I say, AI is a threat. See, I don't want to use the word threat, but some people will view it as a threat if you have a very routine job. You could just put anybody in and out and just do it. Like photography, unfortunately, that's becoming in graphic design. AI can do that. But you say you got the physical fitness business, that you're trying to bring to life. Well, they have physical fitness AI apps out there. But the main difference is I don't think they're ever going to be able to compete with an actual human being that is working with you and can empathize and sympathize. So when you got a client that's out of shape like me, who's struggling to get back into shape, a piece of software can't talk to me and relate to me. And it's the same way with me teaching IT. AI can automate certain tasks that I can do, but it can't automate teaching, being able to empathize with another human being, because this human being, I might have to explain something in a different manner that they can comprehend and understand, versus AI just being straight robotic and spitting it out how Siri and Alexa spits it out. So if you got jobs that have a lot of human interaction and element into it, like personal training, I don't think you're going to worry about AI. Matter of fact, you're probably going to use AI to enhance your business to where you can pull up an artificial intelligence app, because I got one downloaded on my phone, and you can go in there and use AI to program certain workouts based on the physical fitness needs of your client, their weight, their BMI measurements, and all that stuff. And you can whip it up, put it together real quick. And then you come in as the coach or instructor to motivate them, to keep them on task, to make sure that they're doing their workouts, to stick it to their diet plan. The human element, AI cannot replace that.
No, that's already how I'm seeing it. And even with the work I do now, the way my, videography, motion graphic design, but it's really more consulting though, right? So it's me working with the client, their business, and formulating like a campaign. There's a certain like human touch, artistry touch that's coming from years of experience through multiple mediums, delivery systems of content. So there's something there. I don't see how some AI is going to take my life experience and be able to distill it down, but I still never take it for granted. Plus, I just love fitness anyway, so I want to, go in that direction.
Even with the advertising and promotion thing, there's that human element involved in it. AI cannot create the true vision, how you see something captured and how you want this image to come across to those it's being promoted to. Right. AI can help you assist and aid in creating the image, but it can't really assist in making sure that it comes across with the feeling and emotion that you're hoping it conveys, which hopefully translates into, whatever sale or whatever the hell the end result is that you're trying to generate. My thing is, if you have a job that doesn't really require a lot of quote unquote human interaction to that degree, and it's very monotonous and repeatable, you might be kind of worried. Like if you work in an Amazon warehouse moving boxes all around, they got little robots that can do that. But if you're in the Amazon warehouse and you're the manager, you're overseeing the crap, or if you're the guy that has to fix the robots, or like I said, you're the personal trainer, like AI cannot replace the personal trainer because they're not conscious beings. No matter how smart that we think we're talking, all of their languages is programmed. When we talk to another person and interact with them to get them to see the vision, or you're convincing somebody why they should lose weight and get into shape and take health and fitness, skills and resources serious, AI can't do that because AI is not human. It doesn't understand the lived human experience and how you can relate to another human being. But we can use it as a tool to enhance what we do, to accelerate certain business practices and processes to get to the end result quicker and more efficiently.
Yeah, no, I'm with that. I'm definitely, keeping an eye out, looking into the future with that, and just, staying sustainable, solving the problems ahead of time versus finding myself like just asked out here, like complaining online. I refuse.